Gus episode, Gus episode, Gus episode.
Hey, I'm Jaro, and you've probably noticed that in this show, screen time isn't free. Characters with more daddy issues can exchange those daddy issues for screen time. And that is the only explanation that I have for why Gus has not had as much screen time as others. Like, he's a cool character, he's a cool little guy, but he still doesn't get the same focus as, like, Willow. And, like, I get that. You can only focus on so many characters at once. Disney has ended the show at season 3, and so there's only so much time to focus on everyone. And I should probably accept that even though Gus is implied to have sort of a skipped a few grades backstory that I could relate to, I am never gonna see that on screen. Because even in his own episode, if someone with more daddy issues walks on up, then he is gonna get overshadowed. Last time we had a Gus episode, we also got a AMITY kiss. So even though I'm not really for Gus getting overshadowed again, the most likely candidate to do that in this episode is Hunter. Like, going off of the episode description. Okay, the popular theory right now is that this season 1 background detail about Gus wanting to dig tunnels under Hexside, he actually did that, productive king, and the unlikely ally mentioned in the description is probably going to be Hunter. And like, I like the idea that Hunter ran away to Hexside. Like, his friends are there, Willow is there, and I'm invested in his story. I guess I'm just sad that we're not going to get time to focus on every single character with what Disney has given the show. I will try to be happy with half a Gus episode. Let's go!
How was working with your partner?
Meet Tyrant.
We're practically best friends now.
Didn't do the assignment?
I got the new prodigy to do it for me, and all I had to do was pretend to be his friend.
Ow. He's so tiny.
Oh, come on, dude. It was just a joke.
Be funnier then. Gus.
No.
Oh, he
The
can't
poor
help it.
little
Hello there.
The little abominations.
I thought I was the only one that hid here.
Who's that?
Go away!
Gus. This one's real, Gus. Deep breaths. Is Willow the most stable character in this show? He's in a new track!
These are the last messages I got from Luce. She must have typed them quickly because all I could decipher was, learned a lot of bad stuff.
What about all those hearts?
Oh, those are for me.
I went by and checked out the owl house. It was crawling with Coven scouts. I was thinking of capturing one for information, but
It's okay,
You're
Willow.
a student.
They're tough. Not everyone can stand up to them.
I didn't want to bring more attention to Luce and Ida.
Yeah, it's not a matter of weakness, Amity. You should know that with Willow.
She needs time to get to know the new me.
You mean the real you?
Gosh, she still knows the Willow she used to bully. That is weird.
I remember you.
Have you been living out of the garbage, Hunter? It's okay, like, you're friends. That is your friend. Paranoia. Oh, still from the basilisk incident. Busted up. Hey, kid.
What are you doing here? Wouldn't you like to know?
Aren't you friends?
But rest assured, Gus,
It's not a title like the Golden Guard. You are living out of the garbage.
Truth is, my living situation has been compromised. Maybe. So I just need a place to crash.
You're homeless.
Temporarily. Do you know where Luce is by any chance? She's not with the owl lady?
Students, please join me in the gym.
Not at school anymore.
That much Hex mix can't be good for your stomach.
Real food, real food. Wow, that looks surprisingly human foodish.
Adrian Graye, head witch of the Illusionist Coven.
Another head witch.
By inducting every Hexside student into a coven before the day of
I
Unity.
was wondering how he would get the kids.
Mother Titan!
Don't worry, Head Witch Graye supports us and has come to help.
Supports them.
Before any Coven scouts come by, I'm going to make illusions of sigils on your wrists.
Wait, I
Rebellion?
just started the other track.
Once a scout sees the fake sigil, they'll move on.
Oh, let it last, let it last.
Now hold still.
Is he doing it for real? Is he doing it for real?
Don't trust him! He's hiding behind an illusion!
Get his ass! Oh, the full secret police on them. What's with the showmanship?
That Adrian illusion was lacking a certain... You get me? Poor work. You're on thin ice.
Wow.
I don't know what that means.
Why are you being like this?
You were gonna trick us into getting sigils!
Yeah, I work for Bellows. Kinda my job. You can never use your little illusion tricks again.
Whoa.
Shall we?
God, yeah, what if he went into the wrong track?
Stay
Make him doubt his own senses! Hunter! And does anyone from the Covens... They do know what Hunter looks like, right? Oh my god.
A whole school is covered in a giant
Illusion.
Is he more skilled than you? Is he more skilled than you? Oh my god.
Detail is just so...
pow. I hate looking for this guy.
Additional bonding for you two. I mean, you still need it, I think. She's not weak.
Lucky shot, Willow.
Dude, it's not luck, it's skill.
Don't listen to her. You totally got me.
Even him, he's supporting this. Still some real walls here.
Is your eye okay?
Ah, he's cool.
Why'd you save me back there? I owed you for the food.
He's really not ready to explain
Real
it.
steps or illusion steps? Real steps.
Come on, hasn't even thrown up. Has to fall down the stairs.
And now you're helping me stay away from one. Because of a sandwich? It was a good sandwich. No sandwich is that good.
Are you sure? He's a good fighter. Never forget. Oh, that's cool. Staffs can do that.
Wait, aren't you the Golden Guard?
How do they know that?
The Emperor sent out a search party for you. He's been worried sick.
You don't say.
He's in danger. He's in danger.
Emperor would be thrilled to know you're okay.
The thrill to kill you. Get up! I love that all Liz's friends know these. How are you gonna explain running from them?
He's looking for me. I gotta run. I gotta hide.
Breathe, breathe, breathe.
Try to breathe. Like this.
That is so helpful to have. Ah, safety net! He has a safety net! Trust other people!
Did you run away from the Emperor's Coven? Why?
Because he's gonna kill you. He's not ready to explain.
I always felt like anyone who wanted to be my friend had an ulterior motive. Until I met Willow. And eventually Luce and some others. So yeah.
Trust them, trust them! You can have a picture up there too. So like a true team up. I didn't know I wanted this.
Got this.
No, I got this.
You can both got it. No you can't. And what do the lockers think of this?
Let me protect you.
Let her have faith in herself. She's competent. She's strong.
I don't want your protection. I want you to see who I really am.
Yeah! Has she really never seen that? Oh my gosh. And Ed is in like 3 covens right now. Well, tracks.
Yes! Yeah, we made it through the illusion! High five!
He...
Willow! You're okay!
Who's this?
Ship real.
Well, what is he doing here?
Oh, don't worry. It's
So,
cool.
not
I think
back
he
to
ran away from
complete
the Emperor's
trust.
Coven. Also, he hasn't showered in a while.
Interesting. Anyway,
Be part of the group.
Who are you? Have you ever seen her play flyer derby? There's no way she'd be afraid of me.
What? What?
You should have figured out the note inside the note.
He's impossible to work with. The Emperor's Coven all divas. Oh, no, 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 no. It's an illusion, of course. But what?
I command you to stop!
No.
Technically, he is our superior.
Well, right now, he's just a runaway.
Oh, did Gus accidentally leak that information? Just...
Put him out of his misery. To sleep, dude. To sleep.
He's a kid. Chill. I want to see the fake Willow thing again. Yeah, she would not be afraid of him. He knows that she's strong.
This is an illusion!
This isn't an illusion. You're in the healing home.
How does he prove it? How does he prove it? That's not an illusion.
And the Flyer Derby team was determined to save you, but I am not yet.
That's the Golden Guard?
Dude looks sickly.
I could probably take him.
Does this destroy, like, the ships that people keep drawing up between him and the twins?
Maybe we can trade him for Augustus. I'm sure the
No,
Not
please.
lying. Gus was
Please
showing
don't.
Me, show me this breathing thing. Please,
Vouch
you
for
gotta
him.
believe me.
Vouch
He's
for
telling
him.
me
He needs not to be turned
He
back
can
in.
help. Willow can bust through anything.
Finally!
but I'll need help.
Say no more. I'm on it.
Sure. You can show up too.
Let's just come up with a plan.
This is my favorite part.
At first, I thought that fooling children was a true genius can find the art in everything he does. And hey, hey,
He's monologuing.
this is my monologue. Now, this is your... Let me sort through those little memories of yours.
They have a lot of memory spells in this show.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. Well, that's one less thing to worry about.
Is
Where
it
were
though?
we?
He's still active. He's very active. Powerful Witch Gus.
Jim is off limits. Gray's orders.
Gray may be head witch, but I'm still principal.
This is your turf.
To let me through.
Do we see Bump fight? Oh! The fact that the hair comes down. Get beat by some kids. Oh my god. Still healing. Oh, I didn't even notice she's in 2 tracks now. Hexside students! And this is kind of all thanks to Luz, that they can do more than one. He's doing construction also. That's awesome. Nothing wrong with being specialized, Willow.
I will not be cowed by a group of students.
I think you will. Maybe even moosed, maybe even bold.
Then how about just 2 of us? Nice one.
Sailor Moon pose.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
Are they getting his memories?
In his head.
Or their own? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Right, the real enforcers. Come on, Abomaton, you wouldn't hurt a Blight Witch. No, it's under control. Ah!
I really have to talk to my parents about this.
Can Blight Industries get on the rebel side before the series ends? I mean, Bellos wants to kill all witches, so it's not out of possibility. So your own worst memories. And it's very recent. No, 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 no. He needs you, come on. And now his memories.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I learn? I let myself get tricked. Again.
You have people who care about you now.
Everyone thinks I'm the smart one. Why do I keep acting so dumb?
Gus, can you hear me?
It's not one thing. Being smart. Breathe. Breathe.
It's hard when you can't trust yourself. Now, how did that breathing thing go again?
keep trying, bro. So what is that? The Coven head had a loot drop.
What is this?
It's a hug. Surely they had hugs before Luz came around. Is he just limping?
Bellows catches wind of this.
Or he'll be thrilled to learn one of his captains was defeated by a couple teenagers.
Severing.
And my self-esteem can only take so much. I quit.
Oh my gosh! So those weren't ears. Now this is how you wear away at the enemy's forces. Make them quit.
Is Graye gonna be alright?
Probably.
A very Owl House answer.
Did you actually leave the Emperor's Coven?
Have you ever sneezed with your mask on?
Yes?
That's gross, man. Listen, Emperor Bellows has been lying to everyone. The Day of Unity isn't about the Titan or magic. It's much scarier than that.
Get the word out.
Sorry.
Witch
There's
Hunter.
a lot to explain.
Then you'd better get started.
And he's sort of a trusted figure, because he would have the inside information on this. You know, it occurs to me that I actually don't know where the hell Luz is going after her adventure with King. Like the Owl House, the Emperor has known where it is for forever. Like, even in season 1, Lilith could just go and walk on up. And I guess they just didn't go and arrest him because it wasn't serious mode. He had other things to focus on, one track mind. Like, if this is all the Gus content we get in the rest of the show, then I guess that's a pretty satisfying conclusion to his screen time. I still think the Owl House deserves 5 to 7 seasons, maybe a movie, but if this is all they get, then this was a pretty satisfying way to go about it. Honestly, my brain was kind of playing fill in the blank with me for, like, Gus's story arc. I pretty much missed what was right in front of us. His whole half an episode where he found the Galderstones, it was all about wanting to trust people, but unfortunately being on the power-hungry Boiling Isles. I know I just called them power-hungry, but Bria and the kids that tricked him were not nice, but they don't deserve to die. or have their magic drained from them, or like lose a hand. Like I think a lot of witches are gonna lose a hand to try to survive the Day of Unity. It would be really something if like Ida shared the owl curse with a lot of people so they could just pop off the hand indiscriminately. Like would that even help? It would be a huge problem for a while, but the next generation would have it better. But overall, this was a better Gus episode than I could have hoped, and I love the focus on friendships that this show has. You need a safety net, you need people who care about you, and it is hard to get people who understand you like that. Like because my brain associates gifted kid with gifted kid burnout, I thought maybe Gus could have sort of an arc like that, but friendship is his issue. I can still relate. Friendship is difficult as hell. To like put a personal aside on this, having fake friends that you know are using you, like I have a different reaction to that. When Gus sees that they're using him, he pushes them away, doesn't want to be around them anymore because that's not a real friendship. But I don't know, I'm in discords for small YouTubers, and I don't know if they'll ever see this, but people with less subscribers come by and talk to me and call it networking, and I'm just happy that they're talking to me. So like maybe that makes me exploitable, but I don't care because I don't really get out often. I guess that could be like a comment prompt for this video. How do you deal with fake friends? Apparently I convince myself they're real. I could be in the illusion track with all these lies I tell myself. And I feel like almost everyone got a little focus in this episode. The twins, Ed and Em, like officially going into it. And like I really didn't notice at first, but they put EMIRA in the healing track. I really love that. Like we've seen her characterized as a twin, a mischievous older sister, a cool kid, but individually we see her like kind of being the reasonable one for her siblings, just brushing Amity's hair and looking after Ed when he's getting a little wild, just being the reasonable one. And I feel like healing and nurturing go hand in hand like that. And like we've seen all of the Coven heads before, I think, but it's really neat to meet another one as a character. He's like evil Darius. It is so funny how we thought evil Darius was just regular Darius at first, but no, this is it. Why does the Emperor's Coven only employ gay people and stressed out overachievers? I am so dismayed that one of my favorite bits of cool character design, fingerless gloves, went to this tool. It was really cool taking a proper look at Gus's strength. Like you saw the twins had to fight to dispel his illusion. Like it kind of seems like Hexside is going full wild magic, just wild witches here, there, everywhere. And it seems like all of the main characters that we've met that aren't going multi-track are just some extreme specialists, prodigies, AMITY, Willow, Gus. They don't do other tracks, but what they do 100%. And it really makes me wonder what a prodigy for each track of magic would be like. And then, does that mean Ida was the prodigy specialist for what would technically be the Emperor's Coven? All of the magic? That's incredible. And not to have fandom brain rot, but the Hunter and Willow ship is like really strong. Like looking at them, I don't think Willow has had a chance to properly fall for him back. Hunter gets all those blushes. Hunter gets this moment where it's like he would recognize her anywhere. Like he knows her that well, like that's his captain. I am admittedly weak for that kind of ship. Like this boy needs to get some mental health first. He needs to know more people and then they can grow closer. I say as if the show has time for that. This is gonna be one left to the fanfiction, huh? My hair buns are completely falling out. I need to end this video. Some final stray thoughts. I feel like Gus's arc is kind of concluded because like the solution to his dilemma is being around people who appreciate him for himself, and he's getting that. So hopefully if they just stay together and stay secure, he can move on to some other kind of trauma, like the Emperor that everyone trusts trying to kill his entire people. And like I'm kind of confused. I hope the episode like didn't like physically skip a part, but I'm kind of confused how Hunter got from being captured by guards to waking up in the healing area. Like, was that just a holding cell that the Coven guards put some students in while the illusion head witch interrogated Gus or whatever? That would make sense. I mean, my other theory for that was that some Hexside students disguised themselves as guards, but the first one lines up better, I think. Have I talked about the focus on friendship in this episode and the show like for this long and not obsessed over AMITY and Willow being back together? Like this was kind of a complex and subtle issue for the show to tackle. I mean, like a friend subtly putting you down. Have I ever seen that addressed in a kid's show? And the fact that they're such a power team together. Like Luz and AMITY fight really well together, but looking at these, I'm starting to think it's just because they're all really good fighters. You need a Luz, AMITY, Willow team up. And we're probably gonna get one because they're fighting for their lives. But part of the reason I'm so invested in the Owl House is the cool damn fights. Hunter is an authority figure, he is the Golden Guard. And so him defecting has significance, and so I hope that everyone at Hexside, and then maybe their parents also, believe them. People in Bonesborough seem to be sympathetic to Ida, to wild magic. They had a ton of wild witches until Bellows started cracking down on them more, but like their whole society is in deep trouble. Like best case scenario, everyone there loses a limb. And it's really interesting to see that even though these teachers were teaching this the whole time, they feel like they gave up everything to be under this Coven system. But I seriously need to wrap up. I've been talking for too long. What did you think of this episode? Did you fall into like making a Hunter ship over the hiatuses? What do you think of Willow and Hunter? The fact that the most commonly shipped people, the twins, have a canon reaction to Hunter now, that's just sending me. I'm remembering the Mooring Mark comic where like he gets to be a rock star to recruit people and everyone's like, he's so dreamy, but no, everyone is seeing this burnt out kid. He needs a bath, he needs a shower, he needs 8 to 12 hours of sleep. How do I end this video? How do I stop talking about these characters? Goodbye, I'll see you next week, goodbye.